Okay, House on Pleasant Street channel on YouTube. Continuing with my vaulting of my ceiling in my sunroom. This is part 4. So what I've done here yesterday, I did a little bit more. I had talked about the beadboard that was down here and the trim around the windows. So yesterday I got rid of all that. There was the beadboard, and underneath was some old paneling from the 70s or 80s. I've peeled all this back to expose the plywood. Everything looks good, so that's going to be my surface for my drywall. So I've decided I'm going to drywall down here. I'm going to drywall the entire room, for the exception of the ceiling, which I will beadboard. In fact, I've already started. That's all out of the way. That's looking good. I do have a little bit of an issue here. Must have been moisture, must have got in. So I got a little bit of rot here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to take this little piece off. It was kind of a nice sill, but I may take it off. I may leave it. I will gouge this out / cut this out a little bit more. Try to get all the old stuff out of there. Anyway, I really don't want to take the windows out. I really don't. I'm hoping I won't have to. I talked about before, this window is quite crooked. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping I can live with this. Anyway, that's what I did yesterday. I got rid of all that old trim. All that old trim is gone. Everything of the old trim has been removed. So I did that. Got rid of the old paneling. I threw in that little structural member here in the old doorway, so I'll be able to span, I'll be an attaching point for my drywall when I put this across. I did start on the paneling, so I'm going to pan up a little bit, and there is my beadboard. That's the look I'm going for the ceiling. It's a VGroove pine board. It's extremely thin, extremely inexpensive, so it's a good solution, and that way there I'm not lifting anything heavy overhead, and I like the look of it. It's a little bit rustic. On this one I will paint it white, and when I did this in my bathroom I did a whitewash. I might do a whitewash, but I'm thinking right now I might just do a solid white, but like I said, I've been known to change my mind, so time will tell. So this is an update. I'll probably do a little bit more of this today or tomorrow. This took no time at all. This is less than an hour's worth. And obviously I've got quite a bit more to go, but this is a good little easy project. Goes well. I'm using my my ryobi brad nailer, and it's going in fantastic. Now the product I'm using is over here. I'll show you an example of one. There's Willow. Hi, Willow. Willow hates when I work on that porch. It freaks her out. It just freaks her out. She hates it. Okay, I'm going to sit with you for a sec. Yes, no work. No work right now. So Willow's recovering. She does have a broken pelvis, but that's probably just about cured now. A little bit of a break, but she's doing okay. She still hobbles sometimes on 3 legs, but she doesn't seem to be in any pain. She just hates construction noise. All right, so the product I'm using is this. It's this VGroove. It's a tongue and groove paneling, real wood, very, very thin, but it's sturdy, and the tongue and groove interlocks very nicely. And this is what I'm using here. Rustic grade V-joint, that's the profile. Every pack covers 10 square feet. So it's quite a bit of square footage per pack. The packs are over here. And these packs are literally, they're $7.99. So it's a very, very cheap solution. I bought, how many bundles of these? I think I bought 6. I think I bought 6 bundles for 60 square feet. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. that was literally like less than $60. So you can't go wrong with that. It is very thin, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, once it's up, all you see is this, and it is real wood. So I like that. I like that it's very cost effective. In fact, I'll show you a quick pan. I just don't mind the mess. I never filmed my bathroom renovation. That's before I got into the filming. But this was completely rotted out. So this is a brand new bathroom. This was rotted right down to the floor. Literally this whole section of flooring was gone. You could see right down to the basement. So everything's new in here. New shower, new rain head. I made that myself, actually. Nice new vanity, IKEA, of course. New mirror. But this is what I'm showing you here. This is, I'll try to get an angle. You see, there's my beadboard ceiling. That is the exact same product I'm using right now on my porch. I really like it. I think it's a nice finish. Kind of suits a 100-year-old house. And I like working with it because it's light as a feather. And you can just put in one board at a time. It's not like trying to hold drywall overhead or big sheets of paneling. I like it. It makes a nice finish, at least in my opinion. And I've gone and I've just sort of trimmed it out a little bit around the edges. With the exact same product that I ripped down on my saw. I just take a piece and I rip it down halfway. And I paste it back on top to make like a little edging piece. This one here was more of a whitewash, so you can see a little bit more of the grain. And there's a few little knot holes that I never bothered to fill. I probably will come back and do those. They kind of bother me a little bit now. I definitely will do the filling in my sunroom. And I'll probably do a solid white in the sunroom. It's all about, reflecting the light and making things bright. Anyway, that is where I'm at right now. Of course, this all started with a kitchen reno. And my kitchen reno is at a standstill. That hasn't changed. IKEA is actually now open. A couple times I've driven by my IKEA store. There's literally a lineup of people out the building. So there's absolutely no way that I'm going to stand in a lineup to get in the IKEA. I'm not standing in any lineup for an hour. No way. I've lived without my doors this long now. Eventually things are going to die down and I will go to IKEA. I will go find my hinges so I can hang my doors. And at the same time, I will bring all my IKEA vouchers. I have enough IKEA vouchers that I can buy my stove and my range hood microwave. So that's plans for future. So this is considered on hold. Everything's functional. We've already documented all this before. The sink is in, the countertops are in, everything is functional. It's just not 100% done, but that's coming. I've decided to jump into this little porch project as a bit of a filler project. That's where I'm at right now. Okay, more to follow later. Okay, well, here is the completed ceiling. Did not take that long. It's a good product. I bought a couple of extra pack, and there it is. I'm saying is I bought a couple of extra packs because this is pretty rustic stuff, and you really have to pick through the bundles to get the good stuff. There's some that are literally split, and some that are gouged, and you really have to buy quite a few more bundles in order to make, in order to get a good product. But at $7.99 a bundle, this ceiling literally cost $50, maybe even less, because I got 2 bundles left over. But I like it. Looks good. I started at the bottom, full piece, and I kept working my way up. And at the end, obviously, there's a little bit of some good symmetry in this old house, because at the end, I finished with a 2-inch strip down at this end. And at the other end, also a 2-inch strip. So that's where I'm at. The ceiling is up. I left a little opening there to mount a pancake box for the light fixture. Looking good. I'm happy. Next step is to give it a coat of prime and start throwing some drywall up. Okay. One coat of primer. I like it. I'm using this stuff here. Water-based, dries very quickly, very good for blocking stains, excellent primer. One coat done. I'll do another one as soon as this sets up. Second coat. Still see a little bit of the wood grain. This is 2 coats of primer. Did a little bit of knot hole and nail hole filling. It's not going to be perfect. This is 2 coats. I may do a third, or I just may come back with 2 coats of semi-gloss white. Okay. Okay. Third coat. This is the 3rd coat of primer. Looking quite white, looking good. I'm not going to do a top coat yet anyway. I may leave it just in primer because it's not too glossy. And of course, if it's not too glossy, it won't show as many imperfections. I also need, once the drywall is up, I need to come back and do a little piece of trim all around. So I'll be doing some more white painting at that time. So I'll either do more priming or I'll do a top coat of white. For now, this is 3 coats of primer. Looking good. I'm going to finish this off. This is going to be the end of part 4. The next stage will be to start hanging some drywall or sheetrock, depending on where you're from. 1/2 inch. End of part 4. That's it.